It's official, the age of Tesla is coming to an end. The future of electric vehicles now belongs to China. For years, the world treated Tesla like the untouchable king of EVs. Elon Musk's innovation, sleek design, and early adoption made Tesla the gold standard. But times have changed. In 2023, China's BYD, once laughed off by Western media, surpassed Tesla in global EV sales. That's right. BYD sold more pure electric vehicles than Tesla in the fourth quarter of 2023. And that was just the beginning. While Elon Musk was tweeting and cutting prices to stay afloat, Chinese companies were quietly building an empire. And now that empire is spreading faster than anyone expected. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let's be clear, this isn't just about one company beating another. China's entire EV industry is rising, powered by government support, strategic resource control, and sheer manufacturing dominance. While the West debates subsidies and climate bills, Beijing already spent over $57 billion between 2016 and 2022 to make sure China dominates the EV world. From local tax breaks to massive infrastructure rollouts, China's state-led approach isn't just effective, it's ruthless. They don't leave success to the market, they engineer it. The Chinese government has a national blueprint for EV supremacy, and it's executing that plan with military precision. And one of China's biggest advantages? Total supply chain control. China owns the mines. It processes the lithium. It builds the batteries. It assembles the vehicles. While American and European automakers are still scrambling for chips and battery materials, China is sitting comfortably on the throne of global EV production. Over 75% of the world's battery cells come from Chinese companies. More than 70% of global lithium refining happens inside China. Even rare earth elements, critical for EV motors, are largely mined and processed in Chinese facilities. This gives Chinese automakers pricing power, production speed, and resilience that companies like Tesla can only dream of. And Chinese EVs aren't just staying in China, they're spreading like wildfire across the world. In 2023, China exported more than 1.2 million EVs, the most of any country. Europe is being flooded with sleek, affordable EVs from BYD, NEO, XPeng, and others. Chinese EV brands are entering Southeast Asia, South America, the Middle East, and they're not arriving as cheap knockoffs. They're showing up as legitimate alternatives to Western giants. BYD is building massive production plants in Hungary, Thailand, and Brazil. In countries where affordability matters more than brand prestige, China is the obvious choice. Meanwhile, Tesla is struggling in the very market it once relied on, China. Back in 2020, Tesla was the darling of Chinese tech fans, but now, it's just one of many. Local brands are eating up Tesla's market share, offering more models, better pricing, and features tuned for Chinese consumers. Tesla has been forced to slash its prices multiple times, which is killing its margins. Elon Musk himself even admitted in early 2024 that if trade barriers aren't placed on Chinese EVs, Chinese automakers will demolish most companies. That's not speculation, that's desperation. What makes China even more unstoppable is its speed of innovation. While Western car makers roll out 1 or 2 models a year, Chinese brands are launching new EVs every few months. These aren't concept cars either. They're fully functional, mass-produced, and road-ready. The BYD Seagull, for example, is a small, stylish electric car that starts at just $11,000, less than half the price of a basic Tesla Model 3. That's not a typo. Chinese companies are designing EVs not just for the elite, but for the masses. They're democratizing electric mobility in ways the West simply can't afford to do. Beyond cars themselves, China's EV dominance is built on something even more powerful infrastructure. In cities like Shenzhen and Guangzhou, 100% of public buses are electric, taxis are electric, delivery vehicles are electric, charging stations are everywhere. China now has over 65% of the world's EV chargers, with tens of thousands more being installed every month. Tesla may have its supercharger network in the US, but in China, even Tesla depends on local infrastructure. The charging ecosystem is so advanced, it's reshaping how urban transportation works. China isn't just building cars, they're building the entire future around them. And here's the real problem for the West. It's already too late to catch up. The United States and Europe are moving, but they're years behind. American companies like GM and Ford are losing billions trying to transition to EVs. Ford recently paused construction of its own battery plant due to rising costs and political backlash. Meanwhile, Europe is trying to investigate Chinese EVs for unfair subsidies, a weak attempt to slow down a train that's already left the station. Even if tariffs are applied, they won't stop the global demand for affordable, efficient, stylish EVs from China, especially in countries across Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America, where Western cars are simply too expensive. This isn't just about who sells the most cars, it's about who controls the future of mobility. The EV revolution is the gateway to smart cities, autonomous driving, and green logistics. Whoever leads EVs today will lead the automotive world tomorrow, and right now all roads point to China. Elon Musk may still get the headlines, but the real breakthroughs, solid-state batteries, AI integration, energy efficiency, are happening in Chinese labs, factories, and showrooms. Tesla is no longer the benchmark. In fact, it's starting to look like the old guard. The next generation of EVs won't be born in California. They'll be born in Shenzhen, Chengdu, and Guangzhou, and that's the brutal truth. The West bet big on Tesla, but China bet on an entire ecosystem, and now it's reaping the rewards. The irony? Elon Musk was right. Chinese EV makers will demolish the competition. What he didn't say out loud is that Tesla might be one of them. But what really sets China apart now is how it's mastering the art of affordability without compromise. Western automakers still think electric vehicles have to be premium, luxury, or high-end tech statements. But Chinese companies realize something smarter. EVs should be mass-market machines, clean, practical, and within reach. Take the MG4 EV, manufactured by China's SAIC. It delivers solid performance, stylish design, and modern tech for under $25,000. A price point that makes Teslas look like overpriced toys. In countries like Indonesia, Brazil, or South Africa, Chinese EVs are often the only real option for a growing middle class. Tesla can't compete here, not because it isn't cool, but because it's simply too expensive and too slow to adapt. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more content.